Welcome to Telugu Prajalamana Sakshi TV. I am Swarna, Vastu and Graha Sastra showki Swagatam Suswagatam. Today we are going to talk about how to get peace and stress-free home with Vastu. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta ji. Namaste Dipika ji.
Namaste Swarna ji.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. If you have any questions, viewers, if you have any questions and would like to reach out to Dipika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. Without any further delay, let's start our show. So, Dipika ji, we are going to talk about most important thing in our present world, peace and stress-free home. So, please help us and clarify all our questions so we can really have a peaceful and stress-free home.
Please ask whatever you want to ask, and I would be really happy to share my knowledge on how we can keep our homes peaceful, and that flow of the divine energy, that flow of, positive energy. So whatever can be done. So I would be really happy to share all the knowledge.
Awesome. Thank you, Dipika ji. So I just like to start with the basic principles of Vastu. So that, how we can apply it to create a peaceful and stress-free home. Like, how we can get the peace and stress-free life by using basic principles of Vastu.
First of all, people think that if they have, redo their northeast, southwest, northwest is all good about, peace and all. But no, the basic thing in the Vastu is keep your home clean. I have been saying this regularly on the show. See what happens that when even I go for the Vastu, sometimes it is not like we cannot even enter a room, or sometimes I have to hop to go to the other end of the room. So first of all, remove whatever articles is not needed in the house. First of all, what I have seen in my experience is that people keep that all those, empty boxes of paints and, the broken electronics or all other stuff which they have used at any point of time to, renovate their homes. So those paint boxes can be even 10 years old. So the first thing is that keep your home clean. That is very, very much important. The second thing is that, don't keep any broken electronics in the house. Broken electronics creates a lot of negative energy. So don't keep all of them, or, the electronics which are outdated, like, those tape recorders, or, those cassettes, those kind of a thing, which will not be used at any cost. So just remove all those things from the house also, because those energies create a lot of negative energy, because those are the things of the past. So, the people are unable to get rid of their past, and they keep on hanging to their past and past memories, and then that also brings stress to them if something negative has happened in the home. The third thing is that garbage cans. Don't keep, the garbage cans inside the garage, because that also creates, foul smell. Or don't keep, a certain kind of aromas here and there which creates any kind of fragrance, because each and every fragrance is not made for each and every person. So take care of that thing also. Sometimes when I go into the homes, either they have not opened their exhaust while cooking, or they have kept a lot of aromas in the house, which creates a lot of different kind of smells or fragrances. So that is also not good, because that disturbs the energy of the house. The fourth is that if you have any pet in the house, then try to keep their things clean, because sometimes the houses smells really very bad because of the the poop of the pet, or regarding because the pet were not that clean and clear. So basic, what I'm trying to say is any kind of bad smell, any kind of things which are unwanted in the house creates negative energy in the house. When those energies are created, that also disturbs the peace and happiness in the house. Sometimes, I see that the people have done the laundry, and when I ask them when this laundry was done, they'll say 10 days back or a week back, and still all those clothes are, either on the floor or on the bed. So don't do all that stuff, because that also creates negative energy. Try to keep the home clean. As see, we have talked, I've done a show especially on the 8 types of Lakshmis, right? So one Lakshmi, it says that, keep the house clean, right? The Lakshmi also stays where the houses or the offices are neat and clean. So just keep everything very, very clean. The cleanliness is the main essence. The cleanliness is the main important thing for any house to have that peace, serenity, happiness, energies.
Okay. But along with that, can you give us any more information to improve the flow of positive energy and reduce the negative energy? Like you told us like basic tips to keep house clean and all those things. So along with those, can you give us more tips, Dipika ji?
Yeah. So see, there are few tips. The first is don't keep the gods idle here and there. Because see, there are the places in the home which are the places of depression, intoxicity, bad relationships, or a lot of, expenditure. So if you will be placing the gods, idols or pictures on that energy field, then definitely you won't feel that much blessing of the god. So first of all, remove that. That is very, very important. Just make one place, like one temple, one mandir, or anything, one place where you meditate. Don't try to put here and there, because actually the people who put it a lot of gods, idols and pictures here and there are really, they feel that, seeing God's pictures, idols will give them that blessing. But no, the blessings are inside you. The blessings are in your karmas, right? So that is not appropriate thing to do. The second thing which I have noticed is that, people keep any kind of like a sword, or recently I went to a house, so, even they have kept a lot of swords in their house. So the kings used to keep that sword, right? And the kings never slept in that much peace. Okay, they used to have a lot of money. That is another thing. But at the same time, a lot of tensions used to be there for them, right? So the sword's energy is not good in the house. We don't need the sword energy. Swords are used in the battles. And, the opposite of peace is battle, right? So whatever is used in the battles, don't try to keep any of them in your house. That is not a good energy. Like sometimes people have, passion to have some special kind of guns or something. I've seen those also. So just try to keep them, cover them and keep them inside your closet. Do not try to display them, right? The second thing, which is very, very important. And the third thing is, again, it depends on the, like what kind of piece is missing from the house. Is the love missing? Because of that piece is missing. Is the communication gap is there? What kind of thing is missing in the house? So we have to check those certain direction for that to create that peace and happiness in the house.
Thank you, Dipika ji. And Vastu is usually we talk about a lot of ways how Vastu can help us with different type of problems, right? But basic, like if you ask anybody, Vastu is only, they say like it's about the directions. So I want to ask you something like, which direction is best for the entrance of the home? Like, as per the Vastu, and how does it impact the overall, like, energies, and how does it balance the energies in the house?
See, regarding peace, if I say all 4 directions are good. It is a big, big myth that only east and the north facing houses are good. If you see, whosoever living in the east facing house or the north facing house are all happy, prosperous, is there peace in their house? Actually, there are certain energy fields in the house, those are really good if the entrance is on them. And this is very, very basic that, if the east or the north facing house, then it's always good. No, it's not that good. Then again, there is a myth that if it is a northeast facing house, it's going to be really good. No, it is again a myth. And the southwest facing houses, definitely, I would also say that don't pick those houses. But yes, the entrance has definitely to do with the peace and happiness of the house. But it is a myth that only east and north are good. See, the south facing houses, usually in the south, we have a lot of energy fields which are not that good. And if the south facing, if one has a south facing house, because south is, more governed by the Saturn also, Mars also. So, the things will happen, but very slowly, very, very gradually. So sometimes we can see in the south facing houses, people are saying when we came, the house was good, but slowly and slowly things started getting bad. Right. And then the west facing houses also, they are also equally good as the north and the east. But yes, in the west facing houses, it is that if something bad is going to happen, it's going to happen very slowly and gradually. So I would say that entrance, yes, has to do with the peace and happiness, but it is a myth that only east and north facing houses. If it is so, just tell me, then why go, the rishis, the shastras made the 4 directions. Every direction has some significance attached to it, right? Every direction has some importance attached to it. Every direction has some plus and minus attached to it. So some negativity and some positivity is attached to each and every door. Sometimes I receive calls for Vastu and they say, this is the problem, but my house is east facing. My house is north facing. I don't know why I'm having this problem. My house is but east facing. And then they keep on saying this thing. Okay, this is the problem. And I say, okay, this is also the problem. Yeah, but my house is east facing. Yeah, but my house is north facing. So, it's a big myth. Don't go by that. There are certain energy fields only which a Vastu consultant can only guide that yes, this is good or not.
Okay. Deepika ji, as we are talking about the energies and the balancing, I suddenly remembered something from my personal friends. Like, I have a close group friends, and we were talking last week about something, and they were, most of us, almost like 10 women were like complaining same thing. By the end of the evening, like, 6:30, by 7 maximum, all our their energies are going down. Like I told them, maybe it's just because of the spring or it could be something else. But they're all saying the same thing. And then we were talking about our Vastu show, and they showed so much interest to know, is there any way, anything can we do to feel energized throughout the day? Like, I know being mom when people are working, it is exhausting and we do get tired, but they're like, it's like all of a sudden, like from 100% to it's just 40%. Like that's what they were saying. So is there anything, do you suggest them to do small tips, changes in the house to keep the energy?
Yeah. So see, first of all, the drainage is because of the weather also, right? The main important reason is weather. So definitely once the weather will be settled, so we all will be settled. But yes, Vastu can guide you regarding how we can, create more active energy in the house. So for that, first of all, I would say that, 2 tips I would like to give. As I have already said many times in the show earlier also that, Vastu, astrology and Ayurveda is all interconnected. Stop eating what is not according to the weather. Let's see, sometimes, we guys eat, like this is not the season of okra, right? Because that is, okra is a vegetable of summers, but we keep on eating in the winters also. So always eat seasonal fruits and vegetables. Don't go for the food which is not seasonal, because that again imbalances our digestive fire, that imbalances our Vat Pitta Kapha in the body. And when Vat Pitta Kapha gets disturbed, then definitely we face different kind of results, because see, every human body is different, right? So according to the Vat Pitta Kapha, somebody's Vat may be increased, somebody's Kapha may be increased, somebody's Pitta may be increased. So according to that, we all get the results. And this is also one of the important reasons. The second reason is also that because of COVID, after COVID, people didn't feel that much energized, because, everybody has had the COVID at any point, in the last 2-3 years. So after COVID, everybody's body could not go back to that much normal, because everybody has seen the shortcomings of the COVID. The third, if we talk about the special Vastu remedy, then I would say that, just clean the south of the house. The southern side of the house should be very clean. It should not have any garbage. It should not have broken electronics. It should not have God's idol. It should not have anything like swords and all. And then try to keep some, red flowers, like you can keep rose or anything else. Those red fresh flowers in the southern wall especially, and then you can spread some red carpet, red rug over there in the on the southern wall. That will be able to activate more of the active energies in the house. But with this, see, as in the human body, see, again, as we talk Vastu and Vastu Purusha, so according to the human body, if I'm going to press my finger from here, then see, my mouth is going to speak, right? It's not that my finger will speak that I'm having pain, right? My mouth is going to speak, right? Whatever part, even if I pull my ear, then also the mouth is going to speak, ah, right? The ear is not going to speak, right? So everything is connected, interconnected in human body. Similarly, everything is connected in Vastu also, all the directions. So first analyze that how much energy you need in the house. I have given this tip as a basic tip, as you know, for everyone. But don't try to put a lot of red over in the south. Oh, my children are also that lazy. Let me put more red. No, don't do that, because that's going to increase the pith prakriti also in the house. That is why, see, I always say that, whatever remedy you're doing in the house, just take the help of some Vastu consultant, right? Because one might be increasing a lot of red, or one might be putting, let's say somebody's house might have this much big south, somebody's house might have this much house, right? And if let's say I'm putting this much up, so for this big house, this much big south, I'm not talking about the size of the house, south, only south. So for this much big south, if this type of rug is placed, that's okay. But for this much south, if this type of rug is placed, then it's going to create a lot of energy. So excess of anything is bad. That's what I'm saying. See, sometimes the houses are same, but some zones are cut, some zones are extended, some zones have occupied more space than the other zones. Some zones might be overlapping the other zone. The people keep on speaking about Vastu, but Vastu is a very, very deep science, very deep science.
Thank you, Dipika ji. This is definitely, it's going to help me and my friends. I'm definitely going to, ask that they'll be watching our show anyways, but still, I'm going to remind them when I see them to get the, the red carpet and the red flowers. And thank you so much about South direction, Dipika ji. So, Dipika ji, as we are talking about the energies, balancing them, ultimately, whatever we do, end of the day, all we want is like a happy home, right? So, through these Vastu principles, do you think can we create like harmonious relationship between the family members so we can have like a lovely happy home?
Yes, we can definitely create, but first we need to know what is the problem. Why the peace is disturbed in the house? Is there arguments? If the arguments, then because of what? Sometimes see the arguments is between the couple because of the earning, because of the saving. Sometimes they have intimacy issues. Sometimes the love is the issue. Sometimes, the arguments are between parents and the children. The children are not performing well, or the children are not listening to them, or children are in the wrong company. And there can be thousands of reasons of the arguments, right? Acha, sometimes the arguments or the difference of opinion is because of the in-laws. Sometimes it can be of some outer influences. Sometimes, it can be social media also. So there can be, thousands of reasons why the peace is lacking in the house, right? Sometimes the health, because of the health, peace might be lacking in the house. So we have to check the reason first, that what is the reason why, the peace is lacking. Let's say if somebody has a health issue, I'm going to check the northern side of Northeast, that what's the problem over there. And if, let's say, if the communication is the problem, I'm going to check the east. If love is the problem, I'm going to check the southwest. If money is the issue, I'm going to check the southeast. If in-laws are the issue, I'm going to check the northwest. So it depends, like, why the piece is missing. So usually, I ask the people that what they expect from me. So first of all, the problem has to be addressed, and then only the solution has to be worked out. So if I'm talking about the piece, then the common thing is that please clean the northeast of the house. That is very, very much important. The northeast should not have a lot of red color, pink color, orange color. These colors are really harmful in the northeast. If these colors are there, then people really get, irritated fast. And then don't put any kind of fiery things in the east also. That also creates a lot of communication gap among the people. Then In the house, the people listen to answer back. They don't listen to understand the problem. They don't listen to find a solution of the problem, but they listen to answer back. So don't keep any kind of fire in the east, and don't keep any kind of, red, pink, orange colors in the northeast. That gives a lot of mood swings to the people inside.
Actually, when you're telling me, I mean, talking about especially like what not to do, I was actually thinking, is there any, like how you told us the basic principles, right, about the Vastu? In the same way, can you explain us what to do, what not to do when we want like a happy, peaceful home?
So that I already said that, see, don't keep all those articles, and then sometimes people make their home as a kindergarten. Like, they will have different colors in different room. Stop doing that, because again, the colors play a very major role, and it can be a lot of problems because of that. And then don't keep, the idols or of these wild animals. We don't need that wildness in the home, right? We need that aggression in our office for sure, because there is a lot of competition over there, but we don't need, like, recently I went to a house, so they have put big, brass idols of lion, tiger, cheetah in their house. The female of the house told me, I said that you guys there is a lot of arguments. She said, yes, there is a lot of argument. And then I said that you guys are always in competition. Who should win this argument? You don't listen to understand or address the problem, but this is the problem. See, she said, yeah, this is the problem. We all argue, and then we all want to win the battle. So I told them that, remove all these things from the house. So don't keep those wild. In the house, we need love. So, try to keep which is soft in the energy. Don't use aromas, any aroma. Try to use the aromas like lavender, rose in the house. These are very, very soft aromas. In the summers, you can also use spearmint, peppermint, all those aromas again, good in the house. And then, because we want everybody to be very loving and peaceful, right? So again, you can use sandalwood in the house. That is also good if you love the aromas, or if you are into, burning the incense sticks in the house. So use these kind of incense sticks. Don't use strong fragrances in the house. That also disturbs the energies.
Okay, so Dipika ji, along with those incense sticks, do you suggest dhoop sticks too?
Yeah, dhoop sticks again. See, I don't suggest, because of the houses we have here. So I don't suggest, a lot of smoke coming out, like incense sticks. Okay, dhoop sticks again, because they create a lot of, like, again, they are not that good according to the houses here in US. So I would say yes, incense sticks is okay. And if you're using them, then sandalwood is good, lavender is good. So rose is good. So these are the good fragrances. And that also, when you use these fragrances, they also create a lot of love and peace in the house.
So Dipika ji, like along with that, like how do you think Vastu principle is like applied to the design and placement of furniture and decorations, like decorating items, like decoration items in the home to create calm and relaxing environment. So how do you think Vastu can be used in that way?
So for furniture, first of all, has nothing to do with the Vastu. Trust me. The color of the furniture, the placement of the furniture has nothing to do with the Vastu. Yes, whatever cushions you're putting on the, on your couch, or whatever the carpet you have put on the floor, that has to be seen. Otherwise, furniture has nothing to do with the Vastu. This is the first thing. The second thing is, if we are talking about the paintings and all, then don't put any painting which shows that somebody is getting hurt, somebody is crying, some kind of sad moments. Like sometimes, people put that it's a lot of raining, it's black and white, and, a person is alone moving in that, under his umbrella. So this is the thing which shows loneliness, right? Nobody nearby that person. So don't keep all these kinds of paintings in the house. Put the paintings which shows a lot of, happiness, like any paintings or, pictures when you have those beautiful moments in your life, when you were celebrating life. put those pictures in the house. And then again, you can put the pictures of Lord Krishna doing the Ras, because that is again a very happy moment, a kind of a celebration going on. That is okay. Then don't put any the pictures, like sometimes it's modern art, it's called modern art, but sometimes it's like so many things getting inside one bowl or something, and nobody knows what's happening. So again, the pictures which creates confusion, that has to be avoided. The pictures which shows like peacock, that is okay, flowers, that is okay. And then I always suggest to put some thoughts, like keep going, this time is going to end, something like that, some positive quotes. Just put those, so that every day when you see that, it slowly and slowly start registering in your subconscious mind, and slowly your energy gets shift to that kind of angle. No, I have to keep on moving, whatever it might going on, right? So just do that kind of decoration. Then flowers are always a very good option to do the decoration. The brass statues today we get, like something of the brass is always good to decorate throughout your house. Then you can decorate your house with a vase. You can decorate your house with small little bit things which show some or the other kind of positive energy, like the children playing in the garden. So that is a kind of a positive energy. Because I've seen these kinds of paintings in the house, so that's why I'm talking about that. So those things are really good. Just put that. And the best is that when you are celebrating life, when you are happy in your life, put those pictures around the house. And then I have seen, the people also put, especially the Indian families, they put that, Lord Krishna taking Arjuna to the Kurukshetra, right, for the battle. So don't keep that picture. That is a very negative, because, that going of Arjuna to the battle was painful for him, because, and then the family got vanished in that Kurukshetra battle. So don't keep anything which shows some kind of battle, resentment, argument, fight, anything, any energy, loneliness. Don't keep any of these kind of pictures in the house. That creates the negative energy.
Thank you, Dipika ji, for clarifying all the questions. Viewers, if you have any questions and would like to reach out to Dipika ji, you can reach out to Om Holistic Healing at 732-979-2080. So thank you so much, Dipika ji, once again for coming to the show. Thank you so much, Dipika ji. Next week, we'll be coming back with another interesting topic on Sakshi. This is Swarna signing off.